Paling dapat jelek. Makasih yang udah makasih udah nge-like dan bergabung. Semoga rezekinya lancar, diberikan kemudahan. Iya, tinggal tutup. Thank you.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Bumps him off in and wins back the ball. Looking to play him in. That looks a cracking ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's a cute ball. Inzaghi! Who has produced there the crispest of hits. Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well? Oh, they could be caught out here. That's gone loose. And it's played in here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Done delicate. Looks across and plays it in. Zielinski, crunching tackle. Still goalless. Zalewski. Rice wins the duel this time. Now it's Neymar. Can he get it through? It's Neymar! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Applies the finish! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Oh no, what has happened here? They've got to be quick to recover this. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Gimana ini malah offset? Nambah pinnya.
Some
Oh, gak kena.
front-footed pressing going on here. And here's Lewandowski.
Oke.
Excellent challenge there,
Serangan
uncompromising.
balik. Ayo bisa yuk.
Time, excellent interception. Now
Sikat.
who's going to be first to this?
Oh, sampai kartu merah. Out.
Referee's given a throw.
Oh, ayo. Bisa yuk, bisa yuk.
I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Doesn't quite get there. And the shot! There it is!
With such a big name in your side to register very close to the break not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to the
Sudah
liking.
bergabung, semoga
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant
kena tiang.
It's hit the post.
Oh,
Oh, this boy is showbiz! A finish of true class! That is his ton, and does he not know it? Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
nggak bisa guys, nggak bisa guys.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Inzaghi! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Indonesia sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And so the action is resumed. And he's lost his man here. Cruyff demonstrating his defensive quality there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kivior. Camavinga goes sliding in. Into the channel. That's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's
Iya,
goal.
iya. Bisa yuk. Dikontes.
Now it's
Umpan ke
Neymar.
Neymar. Umpan bisa sih.
Now it's Inzaghi. Now, can they
Oke.
get him away?
Terus.
Now there's tries a shot. Yes.
3-0.
And they are disappearing out of sight. And a trademark move ends with inevitable classy finish.
Classy
Indonesia are
finishing.
such an adept counter-attacking
Okay.
team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very impressive.
Oke, bisa yuk.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, that's ambitious. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could.
Could be danger here. Takes a shot. And he should have made it 4.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Yuk, bisa yuk. Oke. Inzaghi.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Jelek banget.
Kivior.
Yeah,
Kena.
simply trying to force an error.
Ya.
Well, there's the clearance.
Aduh.
Poland seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Gak cool.
And the finish!
Inzaghi. Betul pada finishingnya nggak bagus ya.
Substitution for Poland, number 21,
So we have movement on both benches.
number 16, coming on the field, number 11, number 20. 22, number 19. Substitutions taking place.
Shoot. Alah.
Poland are looking to go forward now.
Robert. Mantap. Gak kena ya.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Sikat.
It's a throw in.
Enak kan? Kedua ini enggak.
Rice. Inzaghi is onto it in a flash.
Ronaldo.
Indonesia are coasting towards victory.
Nafas ke Ronaldo.
Nice look. It's Cristiano.
Kena
It's come off the
tiang.
upright.
Ronaldo kena tiang, guys.
And that's a throw in.
Lihat kesusahan.
And it's Camavinga.
Ini gol terakhir.
Dink through. It's going all the way through to the keeper.
Bisa deh.
Being indicated.
That's really well manoeuvred. Inzaghi! And with that,
Jelek
the
banget.
end. Indonesia can look back on a
Menang sih,
nigh-on
3-0.
perfect performance here. A super
Tapi-
contest in which they swept their opponents
Ya
aside.
lumayan. Siapa ini? David Raya nanti. Oh, boleh. Duh, Weru. Ini box to box. Ini box to box. Ini apa ini ya? Pak Joe Neves itu box to boxnya. Joe Neves aja lah. Portugal. Ini Lewandowski ganti gak ya? Lewandowski nggak begitu kenceng sih. Neymar enggak lah. Ini Ronaldo. Ini Ronaldo lah. Walaupun nggak kenceng tapi kan dia pemburu gol juga. Ini kenceng nggak ini? Ya rada lumayan lah. Apa Shevchenko aja ya? Shevchenko aja tak duetin sama Inzaghi. Boleh juga Shevchenko aja lah. Oke, Shevchenko. Oke, gini. Oke. Sekarang aku mau coba liga sekali. Liga. Kategori versus PVP. Semoga gak nge-lag ya. sekali aja sekali. Kalah aku. Dia skipper segini. Tapi aku ada Neymar. Neymar kalau cetak gol bisa keluar rasengannya. Inzaghi sama Shevchenko bagus sekali ya. Bisa cadangan aja. Bagus sih musuhnya. Cukuplah kayak gini bisa mulai. Aduh, penonton.
Indonesia get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air.
Oke, mantap. Neymar.
We are just getting started.
Oke,
Which player is best equipped for this game?
Aduh,
I think we can expect to see more than a few moments of individual brilliance with Neymar on the pitch, Peter. He's got such...
There's the shot!
iya.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And we have our very first corner. And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had it. João Neves. Hazard. It's a lovely, neat pass. Back on the ball again. Diouf. Romero defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
The most accurate pass. Mendy clears. Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Dembele.
Decent attempt, that. Just a little mistimed.
Now it's Neymar. Well read. Nice interception. Deftly away. And he deftly away. He's cut it out. Zubimendi. Serginho. No way through. Shevchenko. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And Shevchenko might want to be careful there. Dembele. Diouf. That is a crunching tackle. Diouf unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Diouf. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Second.
We expected better, and so did he. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Quality ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Tipis sekali, guys.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And he's picked it up out wide. Dealt with nicely by the
There will be
defence.
1 minute added time.
Looking for the run. Oh, cracking ball.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops. Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And a header! And that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Tunisia failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were.
Hello, everybody, and
So we reached the halfway point.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Trossard. Coming on the field is
So let's get the ball
number
rolling.
19, Olise.
Indonesia
Substitution
clearly
taking
have been
place.
the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's been intercepted. And here's Neymar. He's had a shot!
That is rather wayward. I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Indonesia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Neymar. Searching pass, he's played the...
Mbappe.
And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward now?
Well, I think he just...
It's Inzaghi!
Philippines.
It's there!
Philippines.
How they've waited! Now they have it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 59 minutes is number 18, Filippo Inzaghi.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Looking a whole lot more open now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Caught offside that time.
Some people know the handle. Bisa nih, membangun sama oke. Nanti bisa.
Substitution in progress.
Indonesia have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, played right into his path. That's a throw. Cruyff with the cross. And he's there to belt it away. Tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of... Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is good alertness. Into the last quarter of an hour. Chance! What a save! Terrific reactions! It's their second corner of the game. Cruyff is there and he can get that clear. And it's Serginho.
Cerezo Osaka really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Tacho gets across to intercept that. Vieira receives it in a good position here. Gerrard. Now he's got space here.
Cerezo Osaka really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Cerezo Osaka clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Dembele. And it's Gerrard. Diouf. Added time is up, and goes the whistle. Indonesia have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
Penting menang. Penting menang. Se. Halo Cus. Aku sesuk Senin gawekno ya nggo Selasa. Karo pangkatnya gawe 3J.
Kirim undangannya. Ini sama gua kok.
Undangannya iya. Mau tak kirim ya? Ada personal. Monggo. Gede so? Gede. Mas Hari. Enak masnya gede loh.
Harus cocok yang gitu.
Nanti.
Mana?
Ini ngarep.
Mas Haris tak enak kok.
Gak roh, dia mau tak ning kono terus tak goli kono.
Nyetel kono ya.
Saya tak telepon ya. Apa?
Kiri apanya?
Iki berdiri. Piye? Kenapa?
Kenapa dong?
Oke.
Itu orang siapa tuh di sini?
Apa?
Orang siapa yang di sini tuh? Tagline orang di sini.
Oh, gak tahu aku.
Jadi kan kemarin Jumatan di sana.
Di?
Cendono.
Kok?
Masjid dulu. Saya dari Cipularang.
Cendono. Ya aku hampir tiap minggu.
Saya motoran kayak mobil gitu.
Aku hampir tiap minggu Jumatan di situ. Soalnya kan pas adzan pas anu, ya kok lah aku rono sithik telat. Kayak secerama. Ya kayak gitu. Ya rutinnya nggak telat. Masih ya, Mbak? Hah? Ya. Sudah apa lah? Alhamdulillah nambah like lagi. Dengarkan. Enggak, Mas. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Expectations and Vlahovic! The beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that takes him up to 30. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Tunisia make the perfect. Just the keeper in his way. Chance! And it's in. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Number 18.
Tunisia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Vlahovic certainly looked hungry and excited on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, super fine. Oh, shooting chance! He is world class! Timbo Inzaghi! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out.
It's Inzaghi! No, he's missed it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Vlahovic. He's a sharp hit of ball here. Get himself offside. Looking for the run. Now it's Vlahovic. To Setelah! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Garcia. That has ended up in no man's land. Tunisia do have a chance to counter here. And he's desperately on tries one from range. Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Gloriously greedy performance. Proving pass. Oh, he had to make that, and he ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take that killer ball.
Shot! He's put it wide.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And for the first half, that is that. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Indonesia are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Indonesia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Coach shoots! Naturina to Setelah.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Played right to
And the finish! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, it didn't quite go off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Vlahovic. Looking to play him in. And he shoots! He's got a goal! And he is just ripping it up!
This is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have to... see
baru
the
keluar.
manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to
Baik-baik
calm
yang bilang
down, but they'll need to
baru.
do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Defence proved infallible then. That wouldn't be the last they'll see of him. Big chance! And that's a good finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
After 72
Some of those
minutes,
players look totally lost out there now, Peter. And you can't
Apa
blame
Nena?
them. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the attention and urgency, a real step up in possession.
Number 17, De Ketelara. Number 9, Vlahovic. Coming on the field, number 6,
Now it's Inzaghi.
Martinez.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on.
Substitutions taking place.
Space for him to turn and look. Shapes to shoot! And that's past the post.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution in progress.
Makasih semuanya udah bergabung semuanya.
So we have further activity on the bench here. And Zola coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Great defending, strong and determined. Ricci is the guilty party there. And he's hitting too high. Pavard. Jimenez.
6 and
Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi gets flagged offside. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot. He's put his foot right through that one. That's that, the end. Khadija can look back on a nigh-on-perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do. You have willing runners like that, you'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Oh no, this does not look good. It's not an especially good pass, that. To Ketelara! Oh, crossbar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
That's a cute ball. To Ketelara, and a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it
To feet, nearly superb.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! It's in!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Score for Indonesia after 20 minutes.
First goal of the game.
Number 7.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive.
Takes the shot! Oh, crossbar! Breakthrough moment to this point. One score. Ricci. Now it's to Ketelara, and he's worked it through. And the shot! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they maybe in one end, they end up slipping a goal in the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. Clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. To Ketelara. Pull it. Played through. It's Inzaghi! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that they...
And he shoots! Oh, good finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
That's for them.
It's getting scary.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of it, but he does...
Inzaghi! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, it's a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Indonesia have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, they could break here. Tries from a long way out. That is a little undercooked. Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. And that's a tiny finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
2 goals on the day. Big chance! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
For Indonesia, after 60
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Number 19, coming on to replace
Yeah, it's all
him
happening
is
now. There's been an
number 9.
upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
It's Inzaghi! He's put his foot right through that one.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it will make him feel much better at the moment.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of some danger that was growing. Threads one in. It's played through for him. Inzaghi! He is world class! Pippo Inzaghi! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Great chance! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting
After
punishing.
75 minutes is
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
on the field. Number 7,
He's gone for goal.
number 8.
That's just wide.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
This ended up in no man's land. Filippo Inzaghi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And that is that. Indonesia back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It's a great chance! And it's a goal! And the game springs instantly to life!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So, a breakthrough already. The Kittel inside! Shifted into the flank. Now it's Noslin. Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's the clearance. Ball's gone astray. Ricci gets it away. Delibashiru. Kunitz did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's Inzaghi! He hits the net! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And they've got rid and reclaimed it in a trice. Delibashiru. That's a good ball out wide. to watch. And he can clear it away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's gone for goal. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Pellegrini.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And for the first time, that is that. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Tunisia firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scorer. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. To Catalana! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Belachian. Pedro. He is through here. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Struck first time. That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Alhamdulillah, makasih insyaallah.
Now it's Noslin. Oh, lovely bit of skill. That's tidy. Richie can get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Applies the finish! Superb from Sean Catalana! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. After 70 minutes, one sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Noslin. Can he finish? Now it's Noslin. were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Du Kettelade.
Just vote